Hey everyone. So I got some good feedback on my last sort of mini tutorial on Wikispace, so I decided to keep going with it a little bit further and introduce you to some other key features of Wikispaces. So I made this new page, and first off I'm going to make a table. So you click on table, you define it as however many columns, however many rows you want. I found that if you choose more, it's never a bad thing. So for this one I'm just going to make it a 4x4 because that's just an easy thing to do. And look how cute, and it's small. Everything's really miniaturized, and you'll notice that when I type it looks horrible. That's okay. It'll actually fix itself as soon as you save it, and we'll see that. Hopefully I'll remember to remind you. So I've been asked how you insert documents into your page. And so what I want to do is kind of show you that it's the same process as I showed in the last one, but I used an image in the last one. So the same process applies. We're going to first click File, and obviously we want to do a new one. So we're going to upload files. We're going to click on, this is just a random document I found on my computer. It's going to take a second to refresh, and you notice over here it says show my recent uploads. That is the reason why there's only one now instead of all the other ones. You can choose all files and it'll show you everything you've ever had. Doesn't really matter at this point, but I'm going to go back to this. So if you want to insert this document now into the page, you click it. There it is. Now, you see how it's a cute little button right here. It'll actually look the same on the published page, but we really don't want it over here. We want to move it, so you can click it and drag it over, and you see how the cursor moves up there and moves over. It moves over. You can move it into any cell you want to and let go, and there it is. Now it's done. So now if you click on it, you can remove the file, or obviously you can just hit the backspace or delete key. It'll take care of it. One really cool feature of this is widgets. They allow you all sorts of widgets. If you want to have a blog feed into your page, you can actually click RSS feed, and I'm going to go ahead and use my website for example. I think it's feeds. It might be, actually no, it's feed. Okay, so we can show X number of entries, so we're going to embed this RSS feed in here. And it takes a second to load up, and boom, here we have. So now you see it's actually replaced the file. That's because I had the file selected, and when I inserted the new one, it inserted it over the old one. So we're going to go ahead and I'll just put it in this random cell so it looks cool. Beyond that, I'm not sure that, you can obviously do bulleted numbered lists. You can change any number of text settings, obviously font color, size, how you want it, vertical positioning. I mean, everything you want to do. You can also add CSS styles if you're so adept at doing that. So what we're going to do, you can obviously preview this, and I'm going to go ahead and this is what you notice how this cell right here expanded to the right, so that way it doesn't look horrible. The list still looks good, and this is my blog and the most recent RSS feeds. Now that's not quite what I want, so let's go back to continue editing and double click this. It takes us back here. I don't want it to just show titles. Let's show the description, and I want to show, let's just say 200 characters of my thing. And now if there's if there's an author, if there's audio, let's just pick everything, go ahead and embed it, and we'll save that page now. And what you get is all of my blog posts with me, with the date and time, everything you need to know to get this working. So that's kind of an overview, or finishing the main tools of the wiki. What you can do then, if you're the administrator, I have not actually done this from a user's perspective, so I welcome any insights from a user's perspective of what's different, but there's a manage wiki link over here. So if you create a new page, like my test page for example, I don't really want that anymore. So I'm going to click on pages, and somewhere in here it says test page. Check that box and you can delete it. You can also rename it or duplicate anything you want here. It also tells you, by the way, which or who edited it or modified it last. Beyond that, there are so many options. You can add more members, you can set permissions for specific pages, you can play around with them, click on them and look. You can see exactly what's in here, God forbid, the worst thing you do is maybe you screw something up, and you really can't screw a whole lot up because you can actually look back at history and add back in everything that you took out. That's the beauty of wikis, is that they have a history to go back on. So I hope that helps. I hope that extends your knowledge, and